Alright, so you might believe that you've mastered your builds, perfected your aim, and excelled in creative mode. Yet when it comes to actual games, you consistently hit a wall. On the other hand, there are pro players who manage to win 99% of the matches that they play, leaving you to wonder what sets them apart. Well, the answer may surprise you. Today, we'll go beyond the mechanics and explore the mindset of a professional player. Starting with number 1, which is called the flow state. Imagine being so locked in that every decision feels effortless and every reaction is lightning fast. This isn't some mythical power. It's a mental state that top players cultivate. Flow state has been used by elite athletes in almost any competitive industry, and this applies to professional Fortnite players as well. The way they achieve the flow state is by building muscle memory through relentless practice, as well as silencing their inner voice, that voice of self-doubt, and choosing to trust their instincts, allowing their subconscious mind to work fluently. This frees up their minds to focus on the bigger picture, which is strategy and outmaneuvering their opponents. One of the great things that the flow state unlocks is the ability to rely completely on our instincts. Instinct is an automatic behavior or response, which means it is the fastest form of human reaction. This is extremely useful when playing online games, where fast reactions are insanely important. But what happens when things go wrong? After all, Fortnite is a very unpredictable game, and we all make mistakes. But the difference lies in how pro players handle setbacks. They have a short memory of their losses, and don't dwell on their mistakes. Instead, they reset, analyze, and use their failures as data points. For example, look at what Malibuca does when he instantly dies in a game.
Вот, попался сразу. На.
Я переиграл, как будто, не?
У меня, кстати, у читеров есть еще функция.
Instead of getting mad, he just goes into replay mode and investigates what happened. This ability to bounce back and remain level-headed is crucial for consistent performance. This advice applies to basically everything: creating YouTube videos, playing sports, and studying. Being consistent and not giving up after a failure is the first step on the way to success. Now, let's discuss pre-fight tactics. Pro players don't just rush into fights. They assess the situation before making any moves. They ask themselves, are they in a strong position? Do they have the element of surprise? Is their health or shield advantage significant? If the answer to any of these is no, they disengage and wait for a better opportunity. This calculated approach minimizes risk and maximizes reward, and this is what a lot of players need to work on. For example, in this clip, a professional player encounters another player and decides to play aggressively right away. The reason for this is that he is in a strong enough position to take that risk. Think about it. He has 200 HP points, has enough materials, and is carrying the necessary loot to successfully eliminate the opponent. However, now, imagine this player had the same exact loot except for an AR. Do you think he would still choose to play aggressively? Probably not. And that's because the risk of entering the fight without an AR makes it more likely that he won't win that battle. But here's the twist. Aggressive play can actually accelerate your improvement. You know that saying, fail forward? Think about it. More engagements lead to more learning opportunities. You'll develop your building and aiming skills faster and score better than those who avoid fights altogether. However, don't mistake this for being aggressive all the time. Knowing when to play passively is just as important. It's all about finding the right balance and adapting to each situation.